So each one of those little tiny marks is a millimeter. So how many millimeters would be in that whole thing? Milli means a thousandth of. So there's 1,000 millimeters in a meter. There's 100 centimeters in a meter. And there's 10 decimeters in a meter. So if something is laying out on the lab practical and it asks you to determine how long it is, how long would that be in centimeters? It'd be about 14.3 maybe. So you just need to be able to read that in meters. Okay, now we're going to the triple beam balance. And here's the triple beam balance. Tri means 3, right? So there's 3 beams on it. And let me get my keys back up here. That's what I measured earlier. I'm going to put my keys on it and we're going to balance it out. And you'll see here when you adjust the, oh come on, get focused on me here. My automatic focus is having trouble. You can see the line on the beam is lined up with the 0 there. And on a practical, if something is on the balance, you have to be able to read that. So the back one would measure up to 100 grams, the middle one up to 500 grams, the front one to 10 grams. So if that happened to be on there, and it says how much do these keys weigh, if I zoom in here where you can see all of it, okay, how much would those keys weigh in grams? It looks like it's about 2.5 marks past the 2. So how much would that weigh? It'd be 92.25. Let me just put it on a different one, see if you can figure out how much something would weigh if it weighed this much. Okay, if it were right there, how much would that weigh? Got it? It would weigh 183.5. 183.5. That's all there is to reading a triple beam balance. And that's basically what you need to do. If something is on a meter stick that you can read on how long it is, if you see it here and you just read the triple beam. And oh, what does a triple beam balance weigh? Weight in what? Grams. What does a meter stick measure? Distance in meters. And then we come to volume. We have a beaker here, and if you fill it up to where it says 1,000, can you see that? Let me zoom in here. If I can find my zoom. But I just moved closer. That top mark would be 1,000 milliliters. How many milliliters would be in 1 liter? 1,000. So, just a minute. Let me find it. Okay, here we go. 1,000 milliliters. So that is a 1 liter beaker. If you filled it up to 500, how many liters would that be? 0.5. Here's a smaller one. This graduated cylinder measures 100 milliliters. How many times would you have to fill that up to make a liter? How many milliliters in a liter? 1,000. So how many times would you have to fill it up? You got it? 10 times. So it's pretty simple. If you see this on the practical, it says, what is this used to measure? And it always should be what? Volume in liters. What's this used to measure? Weight in grams. What's this used to measure? Distance in meters. So you don't have to know all of those formulas. You don't even have to use them. But you just have to know how. I mean, you don't have to know the formula. You just need to know how to use them. So that concludes exercise on the metric system. And just spend time with that metric worm. And just remember, if you move into a larger unit, which direction does the decimal go? Right, left, smaller to the right. We're going to shut off, and I'm going to get this posted as soon as I can. And that's going to be our third exercise. So have a good weekend.